Hey, welcome to Dad Space. This is Dave. It's a little different music this time around. Yeah, a little different. What are we doing? Well, this is National Podcast Post Month. What does that mean to you? It means to you that you're going to get 30 episodes in 30 days. 30, I know, right? And the idea is that as podcasters, we're going to create episodes in support of National Podcast Post Month. They call it hashtag #NaPodPomo for those at home that are keeping score. But the idea is that we just create content for you daily in the month of November. So we are focusing on some great people that have been past guests on the show and friends of the show, answering questions about dads and giving you some feedback. And then also adding in some of the books that I found and resources I found as a fellow dad that could help you possibly on your journey as a dad. So that's kind of what we're focusing on this month, and I'm excited to share this with you. It's going to be a great month, and today's episode is part of that. I'm excited to share with you a new resource, possibly new to you, and tell you my thoughts about it here on Dad Space. Glad to be with you. The other big part of November, which I'm excited to also bring forward for those that are unaware, is we call it also Movember. What is Movember? It's when the mustache is calling. It is our time as men to unite, to take on mental health, suicide, prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and all of that is to shine a light on men's mental health and men's physical health. And we're celebrating Movember as well. Link in the show notes for you to see how you can support is to raise money and awareness for men. So on top of doing National Podcast Post Month, this month is always focused on you as well as men. We're here to support you and to let you know that there's a community around you that's wishing and searching for the best for you as men. So happy Movember, everyone, as well. Let's get into the podcast. So, okay, you're in a relationship with your partner. Okay, for me, it's my wife, Jen. When I went over this with her, she just laughed. She thought this was pretty funny. But there's a meaning in here as well that I think is really important for us to think about as men, as dads, as husbands, as fathers. So here it goes. You ready? It's all around the ideas. Is he really your husband? Really? Like, really? If your husband isn't the most annoying person in your life, can he even be considered your husband? Like, think about this for a second. If he doesn't drive you completely mad, at least once a day, can you truly call it a marriage? A real husband knows how to push your buttons better than anybody else. He leaves his socks on the floor everywhere. You end up having to take up the trash because he doesn't take out the trash. He snores like a wild beast. But that's part of the deal, isn't it? Those little annoyances. Those little annoyances are proof that he's really, truly comfortable around you. No pretense, just his true, annoying self. And that's actually where the love is. Now, hang on. That's where the love is. And this goes both ways. The man who makes you want to scream is also the one who wants to make you laugh until your sides split, until you hurt. Without the madness, it's not real. It's in the chaos. It's in the mess. And the everyday frustrations that you will find true, genuine love. It's the basis of the Princess Bride movie, right? It's all about true love. True love is the quest. If you try to strip away all of the things that annoy you about your partner, I'll marry them and I'll make them better. I'll work on them. I can fix them. What if you don't fix them? And what if we could just be truly real with each other? Right? My wife knows me inside the four walls of our home better than you will ever know me. It's 31 years together. And that's safety. I don't have to put on a front with her. She sees right through me. She knows me. One look and she can figure me out. That's a little freaky, but it's also very safe. So for all of you who complain to your friends, your girlfriends, your guy friends about your partner, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe what they did today. There's beauty in the annoyances of life. And a life without annoyances, is that really a life? A life without struggle, is that really a life? I'm challenging you to celebrate the things that you might find as things that bother you. You picked that person and they picked you. So if you say to yourself, oh my gosh, my husband, my wife, they make the worst choices in life. Really? Really? Didn't they choose you? Didn't they pick you out of all of the people on this planet? They picked you. So be careful when you judge their choices and their decisions, because they picked you. They picked you. As imperfect as you are, as terrible as you are, with all of your hang-ups, with all your shortcomings, with all the things you do wrong, they picked you. Yep, the socks will be everywhere. Yep, there'll be dishes in the sink that never get done. Yep, there's a lawn to cut. There's leaves to rake. There's things to get done. And oh my gosh, would you just get off the couch already? They picked you, and you picked them. It's the beautiful chaos of marriage. How two imperfect people can get together, create a home, create a life, create a family, all out of imperfection. Isn't that amazing? All out of imperfection. And look what's come out of it. A friendship, a love, a family, a future, all because two imperfect people said, I do. I will. I'll be there. I choose you. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. That someone would take a chance on you. You know how terrible you are, you know. You know all the secrets, but somebody said yes to you. That's worth fighting for, I think. It's worth true love. Right? It's worth true love.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
I keep using that word because it's true. True love conquers all. Even the most biggest annoyances for you in the beautiful chaos of marriage and relationship. Look at that person across the room from you differently tonight. I know, they push your buttons. But would you rather someone else? True love. The beautiful chaos of life. This is Dad Space. I'm glad you're here. Happy November to you. Happy Movember. And I would love for you to share this with another dad. This podcast, this Movember, this month where we focus on dads, this is the focus on you. And we are in your corner. If you've ever felt like you're alone, if you've ever felt like you're doing this on your own and there's no one there to help you and support you, then let Dad Space be that for you this Movember. We need to stick together. We need to be there to support each other and build each other up as men. And this was an entire month focused on us being Movember. So happy Movember, everyone. Understand that you're loved, cared for, and needed in this world. And there's no one else that can be the father that you can be. There's no one else who can be the man that you can be, and we need you. Happy Movember. Thanks for listening to Dad Space, and look forward to having you back for the next daily episode here in the month of November as we celebrate Movember and National Podcast Post Month. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a great dad. And thanks for sharing the show. Happy Movember, everybody.
It's time to rethink men's health. Because it doesn't just affect men, it affects us all. When men are well, the benefits ripple through families and communities. But when men are unwell and unsupported, we all feel it. We're all the real face of men's health. Be part of the solution with Movember.